Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to part 5 of building your online portfolio. And in today's video, we're going to build our MySkills section. But before we start into that, let's just fix something that we forgot to add in the last video, which was this part in here on the header section. I forgot. You see this effect in here where the background is getting like fixed in here. So to do that, we should go to our style.css and we should go to our header section and we should go in here and we put background attachment fixed. So if we save this was my actual, so right now with this we can get this effect. It means that the background is going to be fixed in there. But now, as you can see, I can't see myself very well in here. So for that, I'm going to put a background position on the Y. So it means that it's going to be a background position that I can move up and down. So if I put a background position of, if I put, for example, let's say 50 pixels, and I refresh, this is not what we want. It's going down. I want to go up. So for that, I'm going to put minus. You see, now it's getting a bit up. So I want maybe 120. Yeah, that looks better. I'm going to put maybe 160. Yeah, that looks much better now. So we got this header section is working fine now. We have the about me. And like I said, now we're going to build the MySkills section. Right, so for that, let's go to our index.html. Let's remove this example that we built in the last video, and we're going to have now a section of MySkills. MySkills. Remember that this is just an HTML comment. It's not going to actually display on the page. This is just like to help us. Okay, where we are. This is at the header section. This is the about me section. This is just so you don't get lost. Okay? Right. So in here, first, let's create a div, which is going to be the box for all of these in here. So this is going to be a div with a class MySkills, and inside I want to have this h2 title, and it's going to say MySkills. I'm going to put this MySkills, save it, and then we're going to have 3 columns. One column in here, one column on the left, one column on the center, and one column on the right. So 3 divs. Just gonna copy this, and let's give this a class of column left. But be careful, guys. Look, this is the same class that we are putting here before, so probably we should use something different. I'm gonna put skills. Yeah, maybe skills left, and let me just copy this. Skills left, and I'm gonna put this skills center, and I'm gonna put skills right. So this is going to be the container. A container here on the left, on the center, and on the right. Okay, so like I said, a big container, MySkills, to have all of these in here. Inside, we're going to have this box in here for the MySkills, which is the H2. H2 element, like I said, it comes by default as DisplayBlock, which will take the 100% of the parent container. Then we're going to have these divs in here that we're going to put them to have like 33.33333, something like this. Okay, so let's save this and refresh the page in here and see what we got. Okay, we have a MySkills, exactly, and in here we don't have nothing. That's why it's completely empty. Let's put in here this background color Let me see what color did I gave it before. So I gave this background color. So if we go to our style, and this is this example section, we can just get rid of it because we don't use it anymore. And this is going to be my skills, and my skills is going to be my skills, which is the parent container that we are building, and we want to put a background color this. And if we refresh the page, there you go. So this is what we were looking for, my skills. Now, okay, what we're going to put inside? We're going to put these icons, and then we're going to put some titles and some text. So in here, I want this to be okay. Right. Inside of each one, I'm going to put an icon. I'm just going to explain how to put these icons. We're going to put inside of this I, and then we're going to put the H4, and then we're going to put a paragraph. So we're going to do this the same for all of them. So in here we're going to have responsive web design. It means that I can do responsive web design. In here I'm going to put JavaScript / Angular, if you guys know AngularJS. And in here I'm going to put WordPress. Let's say that I know how to use WordPress and I want to put in here. So if people are trying to hire me, they can put this. And the text, I'm just going to put some lorem epsilon. Yeah, so I'm just copy this, paste and paste. I'm still recording. Yeah. Okay, let's save. Let's see how does it look like. Okay, so it's showing like this exactly as we wanted, because we said like before, a div by default, it's a display block, has a display block property. So it takes the full width of the parent element. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and I'm going to say inside of my skills, I want my skills left, and we're going to do the same for all of them so we can target them the same. My skills left, I want the skills center and the skills right, all of them to have a width of 33.3333333333, something like this. I need to put, of course, display inline block, otherwise it's not going to work. Inline block. If you refresh, something. Right, it's missing a dash in here. That's why it was not my skills. My skills. If you refresh, okay. It's missing a semicolon in here. Let's refresh. Okay, it's almost there. What else do we want? We don't know. Why is this not? Okay, let's put float to the left as well. There you go. Now they are all of them taking just the exactly amount of space on the page, because if you divide 100% by 3, each one is going to have a 33.3333% width. So this will make them with the same exactly size. But as you can see, this is happening the same like before. Like this is getting out of the container MySkills, because we are floating the elements. You see this div with the class MySkills, the container that should be all with this background color. So if we go in here and we say my skills, and we're going to put after, so it means that is after all of these element finishes, we're going to say that we're going to have a display Now we're going to put a content, an empty content with a display of block, and we're going to clear the floats. Clear both, so it's both sides. Refresh. What did I do wrong? All right, it's not MySkills, it's MySkills dash. There you go. Now this is what we wanted. Now we want to do the same like we did before. We want a padding on the top of 70 pixels and a padding on the bottom of 70 pixels as well. If we refresh, there you go. Now you have a big space in here on the top. Maybe this was too much. I'm not sure. Maybe let's put 50 pixels. It looks a bit too much. Yeah, that's fine. So now inside of these, we also want all of our text inside to be centered on the page. So now it's centered. We just put text align center. And we need to put as well MySkills H2. I want it to be with a text transform, text dash transform uppercase. So now this is with the uppercase. Okay, so what else? We need to add the same, like this kind of underline, like we did in here with the about me section. Where was it? Let's just copy it so we don't need to be explaining this every single time. So it was this one. We just have to change the selector in here. Refresh. What's wrong? I need to put a position relative in here. I forgot. Position relative on the, yeah, there you go. And now let's put our icons. So these icons in here, it's so amazing. You know, these kind of icons, they are made, it's like they are fonts itself. There are many of them online that you can look. There is Font Awesome. This one, it's called Ion Icons. So basically these icons, they act like fonts. You can give them a font size to increase the size of the icons. You can give them a color to change the color. And since they are not images, they are fonts, just like these fonts in here, you see. They are very lightweight, so they are not heavy on your page. Your page doesn't need to be reloading a lot of time to load them. So this, whenever you can use this kind of font icons, you should use, because your page will be so much faster, and you can choose like the color, their size and everything. So really, there is a lot of them out there. There is Font Awesome, there is from Bootstrap. There are really a lot. These ones that I'm using in here, they are called Ion Icons. I'm just going to put in here on Google so you guys can see. Ion Icons. So if you go in here, you can just like press download. You're going to have a zip file just like this, and you just need to extract this folder that says fonts in here. So like I said, you need to copy this folder fonts, and you also need to copy from the CSS in here, this ionicons.min.css inside of your CSS folder. So let's copy this in here. Okay, so we copy this inside. So this is what you need to make sure that these icons are working. You need these ionicons.min.css. You just download these in here, you see. You got these CSS, you copy these ionicons.min.css inside of your CSS folder, and you copy this folder that says fonts as well. In here, you see, we have a folder for our images, one folder for our CSS, and one for these fonts that you just copy from the zip folder. And now you need to go and put in here on the top, just before your link to your style CSS, you're going to put a link CSS, and you're going to put in here this CSS, because it's going to be inside of your CSS, and you're going to put these iron icons. Oops, where are these? And iron icons.min.css. Okay, so now it's everything set up and you can use these icons. And now if you want to choose an icon, let's say for example that you want to put this icon in here that has arrow on the right. You just click on it and you have a text in here. You just select this text and you go in here and you're going to put in here, for example, it has to be inside of the I element. So this is the I element. And you're going to put with a class of the text that you just copied from before. So if I save this and I go in here, there is my icon that I wanted. So now, for example, if I want these, let's say this heart, I just copy these, I click on it, I go on the second one and I put a class of whatever it was in there, iron heart. Let's refresh. That's it. You see? And basically this is how it works and it's really, really useful. So now let's see what kind of icons did we use in here. Let me just copy this. So we use this one. Let's put this one for the first. And this one in here, we used this one. So this is the second. And finally, for the WordPress, we used this one, WordPress. You can just put in here class. And if we refresh the page, there you go. Now we have the same things like we have in here in our portfolio page. All of these icons, they are in here, guys. You just have to go and look for them. Like I said, you can go and, for example, font, awesome. There are a lot of these kind. Where is it? What's new? Icons. Look. This one, they have like different icons, bathtubs, driving license. There is so many, and this is fonts. Like I said, they are not images itself. So it's much lightweight for your website. You can change the color and the size. So it's really amazing. You should use this kind of fonts if you want, or icons. Okay, so now let's style these icons a bit. First, we're going to put what? We're going to put in here that inside of MySkills, is going to be some I elements. And all of our I elements, we want to have a color. What color did we use in here before? Let me just grab these. And it was this color and this font size. So we go here to code and we're just going to press this. And if we refresh the page, there you go. We put it a color. We put this color, but now imagine if I want to put a color of white. Refresh the page. Now they are white. You see how useful this is. Color blue. Blue. Let's save. Refresh the page. They are blue. So really, it's amazing. I don't know what else I can say. And the font size is the same. So if you want to increase even more, let's say 120 pixels, refresh the page. Oops, it was a bit too much, 1200. So this is 120 pixels. So let's put back to the 60 pixels, and that's it. So what else can we do? Let's just put a bit of padding in here because it's just like getting too much closer, you know, these kind of columns in here. So let's say that all of these, they will have a padding left of, I'm not sure if 5% is too much, but let's see, and a padding right of 5% as well. If we refresh, maybe it's a bit too much. Let's put just like 2%. Let's refresh. Now it looks much better. Now it looks much better. So let's see. Yeah, it's basically the same, you know. I can just like remove a little bit of these text. I think it's a little bit too much. So if I can just like remove these a bit, I can just put a dot in here. So because we don't need this too much text. Let's do this, save, refresh. Now you can just write down in here whatever you want. Like you do responsive design, you do web design, you know, jQuery. You can just basically put in here whatever skills you want. So yeah, I think that's it for this video, guys. If you like this video, just let me know in the comments down below. If you have any questions, the same. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And in the next video, we will cover the My Projects, where you're going to put all your projects that you are building, how you can do this hover section. And yeah, that's it, guys. So see you in the next video.